Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah. Please, can someone just help us to share the agenda so that we can start? According to Dr. Moise, I think the guest speaker is quite busy and will want us to conclude by 10. So it's good to start in earnest.
So the agenda is with who?
I shared it on the ESCO platform yesterday, so I sent it out already.
Okay. I think the host can do that. Is there Engineer Moise and just additional?
I will share it now. Just give me a
Okay,
second.
good. Good.
All right. Thank you so much. So without further ado, let's call this meeting to order this technical session today. We thank our guest speaker, Professor Olatunji, who is already on the call. Thank you so much for joining us quite quickly. Let's take our prayers, which is usually our national anthem, quickly.
Skip the national anthem today, and because of
Okay, that's
the
fine. Because of the time, yes, I agree
yes.
with you, my chairman. So let's go to the opening remarks by Engineer Dr. Ayub Adeshina, the branch chairman.
Unmuted. Thank you very much, distinguished engineers and colleagues. All protocol duly observed. Good evening and assalam. Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you, but I think your
Am I
internet
audible,
is
please?
breaking. Yes, we can hear you.
Wow. Okay, I hope it will sustain me till the end. Let's hope so. Well,
Okay.
we welcome you once again to our monthly technical section, the only place where we confidently say, based on my analysis, and still we argue for another 20 minutes. This is part of what we do as engineers. Today's topic is very special, artificial intelligence for engineers. Now, people hear AI, they start worrying, will robots take our jobs? As engineers, we know the truth. Before any AI works, somebody must install it, calibrate it, troubleshoot it. And when it fails, they will still call on us. So relax, engineers. We are going nowhere. In fact, AI is not here to replace engineers. It is here to expose engineers because now everything is data. No more, I think the system is okay. No more, I think. The system will tell you, Oga, I'm not okay. And you know one thing about us Nigerians, if something is talking, we must listen very well, especially when it is data. AI is simply helping us to do what we already know, we already love, find patterns, solve problems, and prove that our assumptions are correct most of the time. But let us be honest, when things really go wrong, nobody calls artificial intelligence. They call natural intelligence, the engineers. So instead of being afraid of AI, we should be asking a very simple question. How do I use this thing to make my life easier and my report smarter? With that, let me not overanalyze this introduction. it is my pleasure to welcome my dear friend, my dear professor, and indeed a colleague, or let me put it, a senior colleague, to take us through today's important topic, artificial intelligence for engineers. Please join me in welcoming our speakers, and I wish you all a successful deliberation and outcome. Thank you very much, and over to you, our technical secretary. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I think I will just proceed to read the speaker's citation. So once again, we welcome everyone to this technical session. We also welcome our illustrious and erudite professor, Dr. Aadam. So here's the citation of our professor. Professor Aadam S. O. Olatunji is a distinguished global scholar, academic leader, and pioneering researcher in artificial intelligence and machine learning. He was born in Akungba-Akoko, Ondo State, Nigeria, where he has earned international recognition for his impactful contributions to science, innovation, and education. He currently serves as the Pioneer Dean of the Faculty of Computing at Adekunle Ajasin University in Nigeria, where he's leading transformative development in computing education and research. Prior to this, he was a professor of AI and machine learning at Imam Abdurrahman bin Faisal University in Saudi Arabia, where he also held key leadership roles in research and curriculum development. Professor Olatunji obtained his PhD in computer science from University of Technology Malaysia, where he graduated as the best PhD student in 2012. He also holds advanced degrees from King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals and University of Ibadan, reflecting a strong and globally grounded academic foundation. He has over 157 scholarly publications, including numerous articles in top-tier journals. His research spans critical areas such as healthcare, oil and gas systems, renewable energy, environmental sustainability, and financial intelligence. His work has contributed to solving real-world challenges and has supported major global industries, including collaborations with Saudi Aramco. In recognition of his excellence, he has been listed as the top 2% of the world's most influential scientists by Stanford University for 5 consecutive years, and he was named as the #1 AI researcher in Nigeria in 2025. He's also a recipient of the Saudi Permanent Residency, awarded to him as an exceptional talent in the kingdom. Beyond his research, Professor Olatunji is deeply committed to mentorship and knowledge dissemination. He is the founder of the global initiative Machine Learning for All, providing free AI education to learners worldwide. He's fluent in English, Yoruba, and Arabic. He continues to serve as a mentor, innovator, and bridge builder across continents, advancing the frontiers of artificial intelligence and shaping the next generation of global talent. With this, we want to use this opportunity to welcome Professor Sunday Olusoya Olatunji Aadam to this presentation. And there, sir, I think at this point you are welcome to share your presentation. Are you with us, Professor?
Yes, he's there.
Okay.
Prof. Adam, can you hear us, please? You are muted.
I've made you a co-host as well, Professor Aadam.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Hello.
Walaikum salam. We can hear you now. Let me stop sharing. You can share your slide now.
Hello, hello.
Hello, we can hear you. Walaikum salam. You're welcome, sir.
Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? I can't hear anything from your side. So
Can you
I'm
hear me
wondering
now?
if there's something going on there.
We are good. We can hear
Hello?
you. We can hear you.
Maybe, Salam alaikum. You can tell him to exit and rejoin again. Probably that will help.
Okay.
Hello? Can you hear me now, please?
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Can you hear us?
We can hear you, sir. We can hear you.
Can someone speak from the other side? I can't hear anything from your side.
Assalamu alaikum.
Sorry.
We can hear you, sir. Let me call him.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. You're welcome, sir.
Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. I think use this opportunity to recognize the branch sponsor, Engineer Ragana. You are welcome into our meet, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Assalamu
sir.
alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum. He's a branch patron. We are welcome, sir. He's a branch patron.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Welcome, sir, our patron. Welcome,
Patron, yes.
Thank you, my chairman.
Yeah, welcome, sir. It's a pleasure to have you again. It's good to have you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Please, let's try to engage Professor Aadam.
Yes, I'm calling his mobile now. I sent him WhatsApp, but I'm calling his mobile now.
And then I hope we've started recording the meeting also.
Yeah,
He already left the platform and is rejoining again.
Okay, good. The meeting is being recorded as well. All right, he's joining again now. He said he couldn't really hear anything, so he logged out and is joining now.
Well, at this point, we have spent about 20 minutes now, or 15 minutes. So anybody in touch with Professor Aadam, please?
Yes, I just spoke to him. He said he was trying to rejoin this session. Maybe I'll call him again after a minute.
Well, on that note, maybe even though we have some members, some people joining, not actually from the branch, it's good to spend the time meaningfully because the time is not on our side. The idea is that after the event, we need to quickly have a general meeting where we need to inform our members what are the updates and some things that is ongoing on so that we can all be well informed.
Yes, I think, Doctor, some of the updates can be shared actually at this point.
I think it's better we do that. And
Especially in the time.
meanwhile,
My chairman,
yes, sir.
please go ahead and take us through the meeting. Let Prof wait when he comes. Let him wait. Please go ahead with the meeting. Time is well spent.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
Meanwhile,
you.
thank you. I will do that. Our technical secretary, please, can you just help to work behind the scene to ensure you get our speaker back online? I think he's joining now.
Professor, you can mute yourself. I think he has finally joined.
Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Loud and clear. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. Apologies for that technical glitch. I had to restart my system to get things up. And thank you very much. So I've not been hearing anything you are discussing. So can you update me where we are now?
All right. We actually read your citation already.
Okay.
And then we are hoping that you are going to share your slide. We are sorry that you missed all that. Maybe
It's
later
okay.
on we share the recording. So at this
okay.
point, I think you can just share your slide and we can commence with the presentation.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, it's coming on now.
Okay.
I think it has disappeared again.
Okay, just a moment. Just a moment, please. Just a moment. I'll reshare it.
Your screen is up now.
Okay, thank you very much.
I hope he's not talking because his mic is muted.
Doctor, we can't hear you if you're talking. Dr. Aadam.
Okay, I believe my screen is very much showing now. Thank you very much, and I apologize for that, for those glitches. Can you see my screen and you can see my writing?
Yes,
Am I
sir.
right?
We can see your
Okay, thank you
screen.
very much. Good evening, everybody, and you are welcome to this short presentation, which we term Artificial Intelligence for Engineers, your new partner in problem solving. Presented by myself, Prof. Aadam, Olatunji, Professor of Artificial Intelligence, and that's my details. And with this QR codes to show some of our work and our contacts. I usually like to start my presentation with this very nice video, image. And images or pictures, they say, speaks louder than words. So in 2009, this is the situation of things. By 2019, we've started having this. So we know the implication is huge. This is a lecture in its own, but because of our time, I could have asked engineers, professionals to tell me what they can visualize from this very small picture. See, it speaks volume. Some people, the naysayers, they quickly see that, oh, we are seeing this guy will lose his job. That's not what I personally see there. I see a great opportunity in him. As a professional photographer, he's in a better position to position himself to be a drone programmer. So instead of waiting for people to come and pay for the rentage of an helicopter before you can do area coverage, this one will do it better, cheaper, safer. There's no safety issue. Imagine if this guy should fall down. That's a disaster for him, disaster for those people who he is covering, and also for that disadvantages. But with a drone, if he quickly come in, be among those people that will be programming the drone, it can increase his earnings. I mean, he could send drone to multiple events simultaneously without leaving his office, and will be controlling them, making more money without any risk. But if he decides to say, no, I stick to what I have to do, then I'm sorry, he's on his way losing the job. Those are the kind of people that AI will take their job. People who don't want to AI about AI, rather than AIing about AI and try to see how can I position myself to make good use of it, to let it help me to make my work better. AI will not replace people who are very proactive, as we are going to discuss as we move on. That is a brief note on that image. And we can continue to talk more about it. It has positive and the negative. But the positive ones are for the smart ones. So thank you very much again for this opportunity, a gathering of excellence. The Nigeria Society of Engineers, Eastern Province, engineers from Saudi Aramco, SABIC, leading universities and colleges, top engineering firms across the kingdom, and host of others. It's a pleasure for me to be with you tonight to share a little about AI for engineer. Once again, I say thank you very much for the opportunity. A question some people usually used to ask a few years ago, when people heard about artificial intelligence, the thought was robotics taking over the world, science fiction movies, something complicated and distant from my work. There's nothing that concerns me about this. However, day in, day out, things have changed. It's no more as usual. It is now getting very clear that it's not about robot taking over the world. It's no more science fiction. It is reality. It is already here with us. And it's not something complicated that we cannot relate with. So what this talk is going to go through as fast as possible. It's a technical programming tutorial? No. It's an introduction to AI concept, briefly. A claim that AI replaces engineers? No, a demonstration of AI as a tool for engineers. Simple, practical explanation. It's not overwhelming jargon. And it's not a product sale pitch. It's an honest guide towards getting started, if you are yet to do so. And for those who have been doing so already, to encourage you to do even more. Artificial intelligence in simple terms. We say AI is pattern recognition at scale. Everybody can recognize pattern. A human being does it. When you see somebody, if you see him after some time, next time if you see his son or his junior brother or his relative, you may be able to recognize that person. That is pattern recognition. However, as human beings, we have limitation to how much we can recognize, how long we need to see before we can recognize it. When we talk of pattern recognition at scale, AI will do that for us without any issue. It learns from experience just like we do, however, at a scale. It watches, analyzes, and finds patterns that might take humans years to notice. That is what AI is bringing to the table. So we human beings can do it. We can do it better, but when it comes to scale, do it much and faster, we can't do it like AI. Hence, why don't we use it to make our work even faster and more smarter? So in brief, when we talk of artificial intelligence, you have the big guy there mimicking the intelligence or behavioral pattern of human or any other living entity. That is what AI is all about. We want to be like living organism, living thing like human beings. Whatever we can do, we want AI to do it. Underneath, we have several other fields of AI, like natural language processing, NLP, knowledge representation, so in which we usually call the expert system. However, today we are going to talk more about this machine learning. Machine learning, what is unique there? It's one of the latest AI technology. AI has been with us for long. There's no time to go into history, but it has been with us for a long time. However, of recent, machine learning got developed. It came a long time ago, but there was not hardware to support machine learning concept. It was neural network then, in the 60s, 70s. But there was no technological backbone, hardware that can run machine learning principle at that point in time. Do they step it down? And the expert system became the norm. You can have expert system to do your work. However, with the development of hardware, the machine learning came back. And today, it seems to be the most powerful AI sub-technology, because other aspects of AI now needs machine learning to make them survive and even perform excellently well. For example, when you take natural language processing, NLP has been existing for long. However, the integration of machine learning to NLP led to what we are now talking about today, the generative AI. When you talk of ChatGPT, Perplexity, Copilot, and also of others. That is the capacity of adding machine learning to that NLP. It's basically the lifeline of artificial intelligence today, because it gave us a very unique importance that we're going to discuss shortly. Then under that machine learning, we have the deep learning. It's a subset of machine learning where we can learn even deeper than ordinary one. And that actually practically gave room to the generative AI we have today. The autonomously driven car, where you have a car driving itself, this is the work of deep learning, because it has three unique capability that classical machine learning does not have, and that is one, ability to extract features from images automatically, automatic extraction of features from videos, and also from text. Because it takes my voice, extract the feature automatically using deep learning, and can translate to other languages, which was not possible with classical machine learning, where you need human being to first help you extract the features before you can make use of the final system. That is a little brief of artificial intelligence and the subfield. Yeah. What I've explained is clearly stated. You have this AI where we mix many things together when it comes to training and the likes. Now, to contextualize machine learning, and let us see why it is the one that is most powerful today. Other aspects of AI are looking for machine learning to help them make them better. In the traditional programming in computing, we need a programmer to write a program, and that program will give data to the program as input, then it generates outputs. So we always need human being here, programmer, to do the work for us, to write this program. However, writing program is not easy. Even the big Microsoft sometimes takes like 3-4 years to release new Windows. And when they release Vista, Windows Vista, within few months, they have to ask Vista customers to move to the next Windows free of charge because of huge bugs that were detected, errors. They have to move to the new one then for free. That is how serious, how difficult programming could be. And sometimes, can you even trust these programmers that they are going to do the right thing? So ever since, people have been thinking of how can we make computer to program themselves? And that was what led to the concept of machine learning, a new field of AI, and the one that is changing the world. Here it says, give me data, and then give me the output of that data. Whole data, past data, byproduct, something we thought are no more useful. Bring them back. If you give me this data as input, and then give me the output of that data. For example, there's a pump, a machine in the company that is malfunctioning. The last time it malfunctioned, can you give me the temperature? Temperature of the environment, temperature of that particular material, the rotation speed, the torque, some characteristic you can take from that machine, give it to me. And then tell me, at that point of that temperature, what is the output? Does it break down or not? Give me another temperature, all those characteristics when it was working fine and when it was down. Once I have as many as possible, we have all this data in your historical file, in your log files. Some are taken automatically by your automated system. Bring them back. These are already a waste product. Bring them back. You give me data and the output of that data at that point in time. I use it to train what I call an algorithm. There's going to be an algorithm inside that is going to teach the computer how to train. What's the relationship between the input feature you are giving me and the output? Once that is done, it generates what we call the hypothesis function. Hypothesis function. which is capital small letter H. Once it generates that hypothesis function, some people call it model. You can also call it model, the train model. This program, which is like a program now, I will now use it to determine when any machine in your company, in your process industry, may likely stop working. That is the big stuff that machine learning has brought to us. With data, and that is why they said the next oil and gas is going to be data. Ability to use your data effectively at the right time with the right model can take a company from nowhere to be among the top on the list of their competitors. This is, in a brief, what machine learning entails. You try to train a machine from past data. You know the input and you know the output. In medical, we know somebody who was sick of diabetes and we know another person who was not sick. Can you get me the characteristics of those people who are sick and those that are not sick? Get me as many of them as possible. Vast data. And then once I train, I can deploy this program to stay at the doorstep of the clinic to always quickly diagnose people. Once you are coming in, I take your picture, I can tell you, hey, you don't need to see doctor, just see the nurse, and so many other application areas in the process industry, biomedical engineering, as we may be able to see. So that machine learning is conceptualized into this kind of procedure. You get your data, then you have the algorithm, then you run the modeling, check your performance if it's doing fine, and then you always add up a privilege. You go back. We call it iterative process. Iterative process. You can always go back, do the hyperparameter optimization, change the algorithm. Maybe I started with k-nearest neighbor, one of the simplest algorithms. It's not working for that product. I go for another one. I keep changing it until I get the one that is working for me. And then you can even go back to feature engineering, reduce the feature, combine some feature, create new features, and then go back again to modeling, check the result. You may have to go back even to data preparation. Maybe you got the wrong data. You may have to go for better data that is more in line with what you are modeling. And if you want to make it even more better, we always say, always let the data speak. You start with the raw data before applying too much pre-processing. Always use the iterative process I just showed you. Remember, machine learning is not a dogma. Try different algorithms and go for the option that is good for you. Take the next step to know the next thing to be done. Based on the previous outcome, you'll be able to decide where you're going to continue next. And this is where experience matters, that you consult for guidance or your consultant, as the case may be. To make it even more uniquely understood, we have what we call the modified iterative machine learning modeling framework to support let the data speak, whereby we make sure that we do the right thing at the right time, one at a time, which led us to what we call multi-channel pipeline. You are not sure of which algorithm will work for you. If you do too much pre-processing on your data, it may lead to what we call data mutilation. So do the minimum pre-processing, go forward, do your modeling, check the result. If not yet okay, you can always go back. These are some of the activities you can carry out here. Here you can carry this one out here. Here are some of the activities until you get what you are looking for. For each channel, you have different pre-processing you have applied. By so doing, you are able to achieve the best possible outcome. In summary, before I move forward away from machine learning, I rise up with this quote. There are several quotation marks about machine learning, but the one that's always caught my attention is this. It says machine learning is the next internet, according to Tony Tata, director of DARPA. It says machine learning is the next internet. Because of our time, the meaning being that, the meaning is the next thing that is expected to change the world, similar to internet, is going to be machine learning. Now I'm here in Nigeria. I'm talking to my engineers all over the world, in Saudi Arabia, in UK, and the likes. What made that possible? Internet. For days, for months, you may not go into your bank, and you still carry out your banking transactions. That is the power of internet. E-businesses, when I was in undergraduate, it was theoretical. We were taught, but there was nothing like e-business then. We were imagining, how are you going to sell something online? But today, it is reality. That is internet. So the next thing that is expected to change the world in a very big way, similar, if not more than internet, is machine learning. So rest it at that point for us so that we can move on. That will also now give us, when we talk about this picture at the beginning. I will refer us to this, why you can no longer ignore AI and machine learning in this age because of our time. You can check it out. Some of it's a 3-part video that we can check out. Hopefully the organizer can share with our members later. Why you can no longer ignore AI and machine learning. It's not a choice anymore, as we are going to see. Because for those that refuse to embrace it, then what we don't expect may happen, because that means we are not going to be competitive compared to our competitors, and we know the implication of that. Now, bringing to my respected engineers what I call the proactive engineer, how AI is rewriting the rule of engineering. For generations, engineering was a reaction to the world. Equipment failed, we repaired. Processes drifted, we corrected. Structures weakened, we reinforced. Risk emerged, we responded. And I'll say, what if we stop reacting? What if we could see, understand, and act before the problem ever arrived? That is the promising we're pushing on. The proactive engineer. That is the power of artificial intelligence. From predictive maintenance to process optimization, from structural health monitoring to grid stability, AI enables us to move from being reactive to being preemptive, proactive, and even predictive. From repair to prevention, and from uncertainty to foresight. That is how AI is rewriting the rule of engineering, what I call the proactive engineer. This is the shift that AI offers us. For all of engineering history, we have been reactive. We want to fix what breaks, we correct what drifts, but AI allows us to see the future, to know when equipment will fail, when a process will drift, when the structure will weaken. It does not replace our judgment, however. It gives us foresight. And with foresight, we stop being firefighters. We become architects of reliability. This is what AI promised to give for the engineers. We become architects of reliability. And this will be made possible by previous data set. Data that we've dumped. We've forgotten them in our logbooks. Just bring them back. This is asset. That is what AI has brought to us. Think of AI as a very fast junior engineer. Another way to look at it, a junior engineer can analyze data, find patterns, bring you options. As a senior engineer, you are waiting for your junior engineer to do those tasking stuffs. But you still make the final decision because you have experience, judgment, understanding of context and safety that the junior engineer may not have. So this is what we say to people. AI and the professional engineers can handshake. AI will do the junior engineer jobs, do it faster, search for thousands, billions of possibilities, do simulation, and then come to recommendation. You now use your experience, your judgment, and the understanding of context and safety as a human engineer to take the best decision for the company. So AI is now a matter of replacing you, the respected engineer. Why does this matter to us? We say it saves time. Let AI undo repetitive analysis. It reduces costs, catch failures before they happen. Imagine knowing that a pump will be down next week and you fix it today so that downtime you prevented it. Imagine what's going to be to the production unit. Improve safety, predict risk before they become incidents. Yeah, there'll be fire outbreak. You have an idea, and you go to that particular place, you actually saw the signs. You quickly fix it. You didn't wait for it to happen. Enhance decision. More data, better insights. That is why we always say, let the data speak. Time, cost, safety, and decisions, they are all enhanced with adequate utilization. Now let's look at AI applications across engineering fields. Because of our time, we're going to skip through. AI and machine learning are already being applied across every engineering discipline. Let us explore how different fields can benefit briefly. In mechanical and maintenance engineering, we have predictive maintenance, where AI analyzes vibration, temperature, and acoustic data to predict equipment failure days or weeks in advance. It will tell you days that your equipment may fail or weeks in advance. So you plan so that your maintenance is not going to be fixed one every month. You maintain machine that does not need maintenance. No, you only maintain those that are in need of maintenance based on the predictive maintenance system you have run. Condition monitoring, lubrication optimization, thermal imaging analysis, and host of other. What of chemical and process engineering? Process optimization. AI models optimize operating parameters, temperature, pressure, flow rate for maximum yield and efficiency. It predicts product quality in real time before laboratory results are available in quality prediction. What of fault detection? Where it identifies abnormal process conditions before they lead to product off spec or safety incidents. Just imagine that. That's a fault. That fault will build up before it leads to disaster. So if we have an idea earlier, we can prevent such. And also for that, in civil and structural engineering, what of structural health monitoring, where AI analyzes sensor data from bridges, dams, and buildings to detect early signs of deterioration. We don't wait for disaster. We are very proactive and preemptive about it. What of construction schedule optimization? AI can predict delays and optimize construction sequencing, either to prevent it or to let you know there's going to be delay. What of the cost analysis, geotechnical analysis, to predict soil behavior and foundation performance from site investigation data, and also for that. Electrical and electronics engineering, power grid optimization, fault detection in power system, motor control optimization, and also of others. Petroleum and energy engineering, reservoir characterization, drilling optimization, production optimization, pipeline integrity management, and host of others, all using machine learning modeling to analyze based on your historical data, which are available, free, easy to get, and then you can get a lot of idea. We limit to that. There are several other engineering areas we cover, but because of time, let's move on to getting started. Now, as an engineer, for those who are already doing it, that is wonderful one. For those that are yet to start, I encourage us all. 3 simple steps I propose. 1, be curious. You have to be curious. Ask questions. Imagine. You may want to assist yourself. Open any of the generative AI stuff, DeepSeek, ChatGPT, Perplexity, or any similar tool this week. Ask about something engineering related, your fields. How can I use machine learning for this? What can I do about this? Then you start getting the idea. There are so many things you can do in your various areas of specialization. 2, ask questions. In your next team meeting, ask, do we have data on this problem? What could we learn from it? Ask questions. Do we have data? Data is wasting away, unfortunately, but we're not making use of the data to take enough benefit from it. Start small. The next thing to start small. Pick one nagging problems. For example, one pump that fails, one quality issue, or one bottleneck. Ask, could AI help here? Can I get data? Start small. In the past, we used to think a lot of people are kicked out of AI learning because they don't know how to program. Oh, I don't know programming. You don't need to know programming. We have seen people, without writing a single code, they build several machine learning-based models for their engineering problems, and they were able to have successful results. Addressing common concerns. Concern 1, I'm too old to learn this. My response, your experience is your greatest asset. You're not too old. AI amplifies wisdom. You are an experienced engineer. Now add AI to it and see how AI is going to amplify that your wisdom. We don't have data scientists. You don't need them to start. Tools are becoming engineer friendly. We have a lot of tools these days. Click, 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 you get your result. Very simple, easy to go. You don't need to write any program. I remember a couple of years ago, like 2020, 2019, I started encouraging people who are not from computing that you can learn these things. You don't need to know coding. I call it no coding AI. Today is everywhere, whereby you can build model, you can run your code, you can build model, use it without writing a single code. Another excuse, our equipment is old. Start with data you have. Add sensors incrementally. So people complain, Prof, our process industry has been installed for long. They're very old. We don't have sensor. You don't need to bother about that for now. You have logbook. You put things in your logbook. You record your temperature. Bring them out. Let them put it into Excel file. Let's see what we can make of it. Later, you can add sensors to make it real time, incrementally. But start from a place. AI might make mistakes. Yes. You remain in control. AI advises, you decide. You can't take AI to court, or they can take you to court as an engineer. So AI will advise you, you have to decide. That is symbiosis of man and machine. Don't leave AI to do something for you and you send it out. You'll be held responsible. AI will not be held responsible and you'll be in trouble. So make AI, let it be your advice. Let it advise you, your advisor, but it's now for you to take the advice or to modify it. Query your AI. As you are using AI, query it. It shouldn't be like this. It should be like this. Oh, I'm sorry, you are right. Then it starts to do the dirty jobs. I mean, the repetitive job for you again. When it comes with the result, analyze it again, query it, put another prompt. That is how you use AI. Not AI just give you something and you dump it somewhere. That is illegal. We have somebody who used to write articles for people. He put article out there, and the last paragraph in that article is, if you want me to rewrite it in a more sarcastic way, I can rewrite. He forgot to remove it. That is the bad use of AI. And this is a paper that millions of people used to read online. You see, it was a disaster for that company. We don't do that. You use AI realistically and ethically. You should be in control, not AI be in our control. We have to take note of that. And in all, we always say, always let the data speak. When you get your data, start with raw data before applying too much pre-processing to avoid what we call data mutilation. You end up mutilating your data, you not get good result. Use the iterative process I showed to you. Remember, in machine learning is not a dogma. Try different algorithms. Algorithm A work for Mr. A doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Even for Mr. another data set, it doesn't mean it's going to work. Try another one. So you can always let the data speak. And in this direction, for us, we have a book here. I will send this to the organizers for those who may want to benefit from Let the Data Speak. It's a new book by my humble self. Stop guessing, start letting your data guide real decision. We can check it out, how we can benefit. And for those people who are new to this idea, for us, it's not something that is new as engineers. We are all senior engineers, respected engineers, intelligent ones. We can easily integrate AI into our way. Here we have for us a free training for us every week. For those who are interested, we have materials we can check out in our YouTube channel with YouTube channel guide on what you have to watch depending on the level you are presently. And you are the one that you are less busy on Saturdays, you can always meet us 8:30 to 9:30 to 10:30 Saudi time every Saturday, where we have free machine learning modeling and AI training for real life application, and also for their contacts and other are going to send to them. So for those who want to start earlier, Machine learning made simple is there for us, no code needed. We also have the beneficial writing machine learning for research paper for those who are in the academics. We also have that for us to benefit. We have it on Seller, we have it on Udemy, also, that we can always benefit from that place. Now, moving further, we have what we call the proof of our time. I need to round up. So proof of concept. Yeah, proof of concept, AI and machine learning solving real engineering problems. So all that I've been saying is not theoretical. It's something that we've had proof of concept for some. Few of them have been implemented in real life to those companies, while some have had proof of concept published in reputable journals, as the case may be. We have samples for construction engineering publications. These are just samples. We have some of our members here also are involved in this kind of wonderful development using AI in the engineering profession. For example, here you have the machine learning-based framework for construction delay mitigation, what of construction duration, estimation, and host of others. In oil and gas, several others also, several proof of concept are there. Activity and crude oil property estimation. In process and chemical engineering, we have several works also in these areas, which we can also check their detail out because of our time. Material engineering is also not left out. We also have the environmental engineering, samples and others. We have biomedical engineering. So we have several systems also were built, real life data set used to do this kind of modeling. The power engineering, so especially renewable energy modeling are all there. We also have the predictive maintenance. We have the predictive maintenance and industrial corrosion, of when works also has been done in this area, and also others based on our time. Now the question is, where are these all heading? Where are we heading to? For example, in design, AI collaboration on designs optimized for safety and performance. Imagine having AI side by side with you. You want to have a design experiment for you. Why don't you use it? Let's bring out something, then you cannot take that one and then analyze it yourself. Use AI responsibly. If you look at what AI does, we are smarter than AI. Yes, human beings are the best. Allah created us in the best form. Our brain is smarter. We have all things above this AI. So AI should not control us. We should control AI. We should use them responsibly. In operations, predictive operations where we intervene before problems occur. Education, engineers trained to work alongside AI system. These are things we're talking about, where we have AI engineers that are working side by side AI. A time is coming, like I told some people in the career talk recently, in the past, the knowledge of computer is an added advantage. That's what we used to have. But today, it has changed. Knowledge of AI is an added advantage. That is why I said that video recommended for us to watch 3 videos, why we can no longer ignore AI. But some things will not change. Engineering judgment will remain. Safety and ethics, systemic thinking. These are things that you learn over time. AI cannot replace it. That's why people fear AI will replace me. I say it only make you redundant or less marketable when you refuse to know it. Because your company wants to benefit from the power of AI. They're listening to AI, everyday AI, everyday AI. Engineer, can we use it? He said, don't worry, we don't need it. He will look for someone else who understands AI. He will bring him in, possibly to replace such a person. Those are the kind of people that may lose their job to AI facilitation. But for us, we have the opportunity to see how we can benefit. In conclusion, I say you are ready. You are already proven you can master the most demanding industrial environment. AI is not a threat, it is an opportunity. The combination of engineering wisdom and AI computational power is unbeatable. That's your wisdom you built over time. And AI computational power, if you put them, you are going to be unbeatable. The future will be built by engineers who embrace new tools, holding on to timeless values. That was why my recently conducted inaugural lecture reads, Symbiosis of Mind and Machine, Harnessing AI for National Development. What we advocating is symbols where mind, and mind means standing for man, and machine, we collaborate together, jointly think together, brainstorm together, then to get the best of the best in order to ensure national development. Thank you very much for listening. That is all for now. If we all do a little, we will do. Thank you very much for listening and wish us all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I really appreciate this great effort. Engineer Tokpa, are you still there? Okay, I think if you have any questions, I think you can still give us 5 minutes, Doctor.
Inshallah, no problem. Inshallah.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. So do we have any questions? Can you just kindly raise your hand so you can ask directly your question to our guest speaker? Any questions?
I have a question. Thank you,
Yes, sir.
Professor,
Please go
for
ahead.
this session.
You're welcome.
I'm highly encouraged now that you mentioned that it does not take our job. And after many years in the industry, you ask yourself, do you need to go back to school to learn data sciences and AI? And from what you are saying, it's not something we should be afraid of, but something that we should embrace. So based on your experience and expertise working with in the industry, how long do you have a particular course content apart from the videos that we can basically recommend as a seminar or workshop so that we can take our colleagues through very quickly as a NSE-EP branch? That's my question.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's a very nice question. Thank you very much also for following. It shows also that you follow the discussion keenly. Yeah, so I appreciate also the perspective. Yeah, it's not too late, and we can do it. I want to believe, and there are a lot of opportunity in it. It is because of this we've put things together for long, and thank God, a lot of engineers who never had computer background, they are using the data science completely. What I used to see is we had a friend who paid millions to a particular university in the UK to do online stuff. He finally abandoned, several of them I knew, they abandoned that data science because they were teaching them Python in modeling. Someone don't know programming. Programming and AI, they are different, two different things entirely. So you like teaching a new concept using a language you don't understand. I want to teach you a new concept, AI. I want to use German language to teach you. That makes it super tough. People tend to withdraw. Then we came up with this idea of no coding. There's a course, it's one of the courses I think I recommend earlier. If you look at this course, the course is on seller.com, it's on Udemy, 2.5 hours. Within 2.5 hours, I call it machine learning made simple. Just 2.5 hours, you run your first modeling task in data science. Within just 2.5 hours, if you watch the first video, second video, by the time you go, and there are questions and answers, either you take it from Seller or you take it from Udemy, which other one, anyone that people are comfortable with, they can go with it. It's so simple terminology without the need to write any code, simple, weaker, click and upload your data, and then you get the result done. This is one of them, recommended. Also, from time to time, we do have what we call like summer or winter training, where we have special training also for specific targeted people, either researchers. Also, in the similar way, we also have capacity to also organize special training for specific people. For example, a course is on from another, maybe on a big data in process industry. That is a targeted training for a particular environment so that they can focus on their data, they can relate with that data, it belongs to them. So there are a lot of options in this sense that we can come in and then we can support in that respect. However, I strongly recommend for those that are yet to pick anything in this area, we can check out this course, Machine Learning Made Simple. No code needed. So within 2.5, it's there. This 2.5-hour crash course with Wika is perfect for beginners and professionals alike. So we can check it out and then others as the case may be. I hope I answered the question.
Thank you very much, Professor. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes, I have a question, please.
Okay.
Okay, good evening, Doctor. Dr. Adams,
Good
I
evening.
really appreciate for this expose.
You're welcome.
I just want to follow up with the last question because sincerely, this discussion on AI looked like a drumming gun. One time I stumbled to the internet and I saw a post. It says Master AI in 30 days is a 30 days challenge. It was advertised by clicktech.com. And when I looked at the courses, it was 30 packed courses. And they say if you master these courses, you'll be a guru in AI. I want to ask, do I really need to master all this app? Or as an engineer, I need to look for an app that is specifically designed for me and then master it?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I appreciate you for the question. Again, shows your keen interest in this kind of new technology. And I appreciate the organizer of this for this opportunity. Every day, even me, this algorithm, they keep even sending it to me when I go to any social media. Come and train yourself for this. Most of these advertisements are just waste of time. Waste of time. Why do I need to learn 10 different courses to become AI Pro? Will I abandon my job to come and do it? They are sheer waste of energy, waste of time, waste of money. Okay? So I advise, and that is what targeted training on your area. Okay, I mean to process engineering and the likes. Try to take this course I told you because it will study basics of machine learning and how to apply it in data. In 2.5 hours, you are done with that course with question and answer. You can then come in any. We meet purposely for those people who listen to our videos. I have some questions. Saturday, we have like 15-30 minutes lecture. Then after that, we have an answer for those people. You can come ask questions and the likes. And there could be also private consultation. That is also good. But my advice is target a specific issue, how to use AI for your own profession. This is what you need it for. Not just going ChatGPT, that's AI, Claude. Why somebody asking me to come and learn all these 30 ChatGPT, whatever, what do I use it for? So you need a course that is targeted towards your own area of interest. I'm a process engineer. How can I use AI to analyze the data that is related to my work so that I can be able to know that there will be a problem in my job in the next 2 weeks and I steps to prevent the problem from coming. This is what you need. You don't need to learn everything. If they ended up collecting people's money, a lot of people midway, they withdraw from the course. And also the way they actually take it, there was one I stumbled with of recent. Even the person who advertises is not an AI professional and is making a lot of big mouth here and there. Once he collects people money, if one of my students who I got encountered with here in my university, he was serving, he was now asking the boy to come and help him train those people he collected huge money from. I mean, what I'm saying in essence, so we have to be very careful what we see online in terms of advertisement. Go for people that may be known and trusted. Let people recommend for you. And then target to your own area of interest. This is what you need for now. The knowledge is too wide. You ended up losing total interest in it because it's just too big, no concentration, no focus. I don't recommend that. I recommend training targeted for your own area of interest. I hope I answer your question, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, Prof. We have Yahya, Engineer Yahya.
Good evening, Prof. Thank you very much for this enlightenment. My name is Engineer Yahya, speaking from Kaduna, Nigeria. Thank you,
You're
and
welcome.
then organizers, thank you for this program that you have been dishing out to us. Prof, I would like to ask, I don't know what will be the ethical implication of future AI systems relating to privacy and other aspect of security. And then how do you think that government can and other organizations can mitigate such a risk that could involve in AI? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Engineer, for that question. So it's ethical and then privacy, security, they're big issues when it comes to AI. Just like any technology has its own downsides. So that's why I used to tell the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for the good one to do nothing. So that's why good people need to come together to see how can we promote the ethical AI. It's just like hacking, cybersecurity, why we have the white hackers try to test your system to make sure if there's any vulnerability can block for you. Now we have AI system to hack your password with using AI to do. So even while you are sleeping, they are trying big issue. We have the deepfake. Before, when you see picture of a crime scene, that decision is easy for the judge. But today, even when you see video, you cannot still rely on it. Even today, now people will commit a crime or say something wrong. When they catch them randomly, they said it is AI generated, even though it is not AI. Then there's confusion everywhere. These are the other side of AI that the governments, the world government, if there is any, the United Nations and other country people have to come together to build the ethical standard. And that was what during the AI summit in 2024 that the Minister of Telecommunication and Digital Economy organized in Abuja happened to be one of those people invited. They raised these kind of issues. Our recommendations are part of these ethical considerations. They have to look into it critically. It's very, very important because if AI go haywire, go wrong, it's at scale. Anything it does it at scale. So if it goes wrong, it's at scale. It's going to be very disastrous. So the government need to put in place things to prevent it. For example, the deepfake is rising every day. There's also already anti-deepfake. Just put the deepfake video you are suspecting to be deep or any video, put it there. That AI solution will tell you this is AI generated or not. As the bad guys are trying to do their own, the good ones are also producing system that can counter it. Then when we demand for data, this is one of the areas where there can be big issue. When you request for data, usually we request for anonymized data. Anonymized data means data that you remove anything that can use to trace the owner of the data. For build solution using know who's the owner of that data, because you should not know who is sick of a particular disease except the doctor himself or herself. So when you collect this data, we make it to be anonymous as much as possible. When we collect data from process,
Prof, we can't hear you. I think your line is breaking. think our Prof has some challenge with his connection. I will try and reach out to him. Maybe he still wants to log in to conclude the session. And I see you're raising your hand.
Somebody is also lifting
Yeah,
up.
yeah. I wanted to just ask him a question, and if he's not making it back, that's fine. We can.
And he has joined. And somebody is also raising up a hand on the Q&A section. Fatima
Yeah,
Sulaiman.
sorry, I think I lost the stuff then. I almost ended my answer to that question before it went out. So that the government need to provide definitely ethical procedures for this kind of stuff. And most of the countries are doing it. Nigeria government already put things in place, but they need to give it power, the power of attorney, that is to be able to effect punishment for those kind of unethical utilization of artificial intelligence. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prof. We have Dr. Batokwe.
Yes, thank you so
Okay,
much, Prof, for this insightful presentation. Following up
you're
on the
welcome.
subject of ethical AI is another concept of what you call explainable AI. You know, one of the drawback I see with young engineers these days is just searching for trends in data, being comfortable with that without any more thinking of first principle of causation. That is what is causing the relationship. You just look for relationship and make predictions without actually taking the thought to find out what is actually the first principle reason behind this. In my field, in petroleum engineering, for particularly in simulation, a lot of companies have been trying to help us see how we can use machine learning to do history matching. But the problem is that when they do all of this fitting, all these whatever, ANN, GNN, and all of those stuff, they come up with parameters, that really they help to give you a fit, but we don't know what these things mean physically. So are there developments that you are working on that can help us to know what are really the physical meaning of those coefficients that comes out of the AI modeling process? When you have an AI
Thank
model
you.
with some parameters for prediction, can we find out what are the meanings, actual physical meanings of the system that those parameters
I understand.
represents here? Yeah.
I understand. Thank you very much. Yeah, so, well, that is those what they are doing is part of the data analytics stage. Actually, we have 4 types of analytics. 4 types. See, we have descriptive analytics, which is the basic. Everybody does that. That is what has happened to the data, old data, what has happened to it. We analyze it. We give the characteristics of the data. How many failure? How many success? Then the second level, as we go up, as I'm mentioning them, the difficulty level is increasing. The second level is known as the diagnostic analytics. What caused the data to be the way it was? Maybe we had a predictive solution that says the business center for a company, the branch of a company in so city, production is down, and that of the other city is up. Why? What is responsible? That is diagnostic analytics. We want to be able to know what is responsible for the third level is predictive analytics. That is, we want to have an idea of
Prof, we can't hear you if you can still hear us.
He's no more in the call, and I think it's already 10:37 here.
Yes, I'm trying to reach out to him if he can at least conclude this question so we can wrap it up.
I will just suggest let that be the last question. And if it comes fine, if not, others can just post their question. Apology for that. And we can post it to him to respond, and then we can post it. Okay? I think to save time.
All right.
Thanks so much, the organizers. Why we are still waiting for Prof to come back, I'm Dr. Tajidin Mojisola. I actually helped in sharing the link for this meeting or the lecture, the presentation tonight on some of our platforms, which Prof happens to be the lecturer on this platform, and I think he made mention of the platform. But some of our members, they could not join. Even myself, I struggled before I was able to join. We would like, and that is what they are saying, that if the link to listen to the lecture, I mean the recording, can be made available to them, it will be glad to have it from you. You can just, after the program, you can send it to, if you are the one recording from your end, or if it's Professor Aadam that is recording. I think if the record could be made available to these people, it will be highly appreciated. Thanks so much for the wonderful program.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mojisola. So we'll get the link across to you in due course.
Please, you can
Professor,
drop your email address, please. Or maybe we're not sure who did you get the link, but maybe please share your email address so that at least when this is released, you can get it.
Sorry, sirs, engineers, apologies. I think there was disconnection. I just quickly finalized the question I was handling from Dr. Baba Tope, I think. Yeah, so what I was saying, the last stage of diagnosis, the third type of data analytics is the predictive, where you want to have an idea of what may go wrong. That is also, you can do each of them separately. So people that are doing one depend on the request of the company. If you want them to do the fourth one is prescriptive. Prescriptive analysis is you want a specific desirable characteristic in your product. How can I achieve that product? Then they will run a prescriptive analysis on your product, on your system, and then they can be able to tell you, if you want to achieve these characteristics, you want to do this, and this. Those are the four types of data analytics. Depending on what the company requests people to do, they may do 1, 2, 3, or 4. For example, when I gave my students assignment, I said they must have descriptive and predictive, minimum. Diagnostic is optional. Prescriptive is optional. But if we want it, we have to request and tell them we also want this. And that led us to what we call explainable AI. The coming of explainable AI now makes things easier. When you generate result, then it will also provide you with explanation. Why this is this and why is this? Which of these characteristics is producing more result? Which of those parameters identify are giving us better result? So that in future, you know how to use it appropriately. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you very much, Prof. I believe we exhausted the time. So we still have some people that have a lot of questions, but we'll document their questions and then we'll get it across to you behind the scenes.
Okay. Thank you
we
very
really
much.
want to appreciate your efforts in this presentation and the time that you have given in sharing your knowledge. One last thing is that we're going to take a group photo for record purposes. But I'll give the floor to Engineer Ayuba if he wants to say make any comments before we move to that.
Well, I don't have to say much, even though thank you very much, my big brother. And actually, I made the introductory message, but since you could not hear me very well that time, really want to thank you on behalf of
You're
the
welcome.
branch for honoring our invitation, and I'm sure it's very, very expository and educational. And I hope you are open for collaboration, which definitely
Sure.
we may come back to you, and let's see how, especially our young engineers, can also benefit from things of this nature. Engineer Miwada, I hope you may want to tap into this, and let's see how we can take it further.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate him, sir. Inshallah, thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. So please, you can put on your display picture or your video, whichever one you prefer, so we can take the attendance. Just give me 1 minute.
And as you do that, we want to acknowledge the presence of some of our senior colleagues here. Engineer Dr. Maruf Yusuf, FNSE, thank you for attending. Also, we have Engineer Dr. Monita Lodway from US joining us also, thank you very much. And other colleagues that are also on the call, we want to thank you for attending.
Okay, just one more.
Thank you very much.
We are greeting you.
Engineer Tomoye, how are you, sir? Thank you, sir.
We also want to thank Engineer Dr. Babatunde Salami, another FNSC. You are welcome on board. Thank you for attending. Our IPC.
Thank you, my chairman.
Attending. And other ESCOs as well. Thank you very much for attending. And all our ever-ready members, really thank you all for attending. And we'll be looking forward to seeing us all next time. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Aadam, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Dr. Babatunde, how are you?
Yes, boss. Alhamdulillah, sir.
Thank you
very much, sir.
How are you? Doctor from Afro Batin.
Yes, can we still do a general meeting, or because of time, we need to really reschedule this?
No, yes, Doctor, it will just take about 10 minutes.
Okay. So let's start with the technical section.
I need to appreciate my friend and my good friend and my brother, Professor Aadam Olatunji. It's good to see you again, sir.
Professor, how are you?
How are you, sir? It's good to see you again, sir.
I'm good. Thank you very much, my professor.
Really appreciate it, and we need more of this from you. Really,
your experience. Thank you very much.
We need your experience here. Yes, you are welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
It's
my greetings to everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Shukran. Salam alaikum.
All right, Prof, you can exit the meeting
now.
We'll reach out to you later with our appreciation certificate.
Okay, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Dr. Muiz, have we taken the group photo?
Yes, we have done that.
Okay.
I will share the ones I took in the group now. All right, so I think, dear members, thank you very much for the turnout in attending this meeting. We just have a few points we want to share with every one of us. Firstly, I'll start with this one, which is what I'm sharing now on my screen, which is the Educational Support Initiative that we did. This is one of our programs or one of our projects that we're working on. It was headed by our Engineer Olumide. They did a very fantastic job. They covered all the states in Nigeria, I believe, sponsoring many students. You can see all the details here. I don't know if this will later be shared in the general group, but this is just to give all of us like an information or a feel of what has been achieved so far. The next stage is also that moving also to the NECO sponsorship. They want to do something similar for the NECO exam, and we're calling on all our members also to support this initiative. You can champion the initiative for your own home state. Many people did that, and this was really very impactful. As we can see, 270 students across the federation were impacted through this process. So that's something that we wanted to share with us, and also to remind us to kindly participate in the upcoming project that we're working on. Also want to use the opportunity to remind anyone that please, we need our members to be active in the programs, not just only to attend the technical sessions, but also to join committees, to participate in discussions on the general group, to pay their annual dues and all that. Likewise, if you're having any challenges with your registration with NSE or the current registration, please kindly reach out to the membership secretary. There's an email that you can reach out to. If you don't have it, you can just ask for this in the WhatsApp group, and this will be provided to you, and they can help you out and guide you in the process. Another very important thing I want to bring to your attention is the call for abstracts. This was shared in the group. Very soon, a reminder also is going to follow in the WhatsApp group. Our technical committee have come up with a technical newsletter where we want to use this
Do we have
opportunity.
it, Andy? Can we display that, please? It's very, very important, please.
Let me try and
Let's
find that
display it again.
quickly if I
Let's
can
display,
find
please.
it.
Very, very important.
So before I get this information and display it, so we just want to remind everyone that we're expecting the participation of all of us to help to spread this information and reach out to our contacts to join this call for abstracts, and this hopefully will help also to share technical knowledge across our various.
I have shared it on the platform, please.
Yeah, I'm
You
sharing
can
it
just...
now.
Okay,
I'm sharing
good,
it now.
good.
Can you see it?
Good.
Yes. And see, we have deadline of April 16th, so we still have probably 2 weeks, and let's just say 2 weeks from now. So please try and share this around. Also, welcome feedback. If there's any feedback you have for the team, the email is there. You can reach out to them, or you can reach out to any of the committee members that you know, and we're going to take this into our consideration. So these are the few things we want to share. I don't know if the chairman has anything to add, or
Yeah.
our technical
Let me
secretary
just
has
quickly
anything to
add
add.
few points. Thank you very much, our secretary, for that. I just want to emphasize this more, our dear colleagues. Please, this is the first time we'll be going out to do something of this nature, calling for extended abstract. And as you can see, the benefits are there that they have been mentioned. Please, we want you to spread this through your network, be it at your alma mater back in Nigeria, because we want it to be Nigeria focused, that is solving Nigerian problems. And we really want to see how we can actually publicize such thing at the end, and people that participated at the end, if they have excellent one, to benefit from it. So please, we need you to help us circulate this within your network and even your schools. I mean, your alma mater, university, let's share it on the platform. Let's share with the head of department, and let the head of department cascade within the department, so that at least people can participate in this. We trust you, and we know you're going to help in this, so that before the deadline, we can receive input that will be of high value and that people can benefit at the end. You are our ambassadors, and I'm really convinced that we do that. So thank you very much as you do this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prof. Is there any comments? IPC, do you have anything to add before we close for the general meeting?
I think everything has been said. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So once again, we thank everyone for taking the time out, even though we know we did this session late, but we thank you for you showing up and for your commitment. We wish you safety wherever you are, and I will hope that we're going to meet again next month as we used to. So thank you very much for coming. And at this point, we close the curtain and we say good night and goodbye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the note.